I'm here with Carsten Hensel, who is the former manager of Vladimir Kramnik, and he just wrote a book about Vladimir. A lot of things have been written down already about Vladimir. When did you decide to publish a book now?
I decided this in 2016 after speaking to Vladimir about this project, and he allowed me to do so. Because, okay, I give some privacy, I give some stories in the book which never have been published before, and so I should ask him, and he gave me the green light, so I did it.
So you could write everything about your work together and his career.
Yeah, as I said, the book is published in German language, so he even did not read it yet. It will be published soon in English as well. I think they have a license agreement with China, and they are negotiating with Russia and Spain. So then he will read it, and I'm very curious to see how how he will judge.
Are there any surprises for Vladimir in the book?
I think, okay, not really, because he knows all. But I allow to have a certain interpretation of things which were going on. I'm speaking about the person, Vladimir Kramnik, about his emotions a little bit. 20 years ago, his image was to be the Iceman or the Rock after defeating Kasparov in that match, and okay, this is far from being true. He is very emotional. He hides this in his normal life, but he is, of course, and the book shows something about his emotions, not only in private life but also in chess.
Kramnik is known to reinvent himself many times. Before the match in 2000, after the match, he switched at some point from d4 to e4. Now he plays a lot of crazy chess. How can you describe this transition of his career?
Vladimir basically is doing what he likes to do, always. And nobody really can interfere or could give him some advices how to handle the things concerning chess. So I think he has just the feeling he should play like this, so he plays like this. Of course, in former times there was a bit more of pragmatism in the business. I think it is needed if you want to become world champion to find a balance between pragmatism and provocation. But he doesn't have to prove anything, so I think he plays just for fun. And fun means for him just to test this kind of chess. And it's not a necessity for him to win such event anymore. It can happen any time. Of course, he's a strong player, but he's not playing under the assumption.
Once I did an interview with Vladimir, maybe 8 years ago or something, and he said yeah, for sure I will retire before my 40th. And well, he's over 40 now. Why is he still? Why do you think that he wanted to stop at age 40 and is still playing right now?
It's difficult. It's also a story in the book. Yeah, he had some serious proposals. He could do something else easily, but I think he loves chess just too much. And if I see him playing yesterday, I was coming here yesterday, and he won that game against Aronian, and. He was so full of energy still after 5 hours or so. It's not a matter of energy. He still loves to play, and as long as he loves to play, he should do this, because this is the best what he can do.
What was the highlights for you in your work together with Vladimir?
Let's say it's more a private matter. I would not speak about it. It has nothing to do with chess. Vladimir is a person who never forgets friends. The highlight was when I had health problems a couple of years ago. He was really there. He's really a man who sticks to old friends, and this was a highlight for myself personally. Chess-wise, of course, the Alista match, which he won 6-5 in classical games, and of course, with all this drama, he had to play the tiebreak, and he won it in the very last moment. Very dramatic situation. It was, it was so emotional that I never had it again. And I think he also would say the same, that this is the highlight. Chess-wise, of course, his match against Gary is outstanding. But concerning emotion and even fun after this match, it was the one against Topalov. Yeah.
Evgeny Bereyev wrote a book, From London to Eliesta, about his time as a second with Kramnik. Do you have like different stories compared to that book?
Yeah, of course. I have written about this match, also, of course, about the scandal. I like the book when it connects itself to chess. But what the co-author was telling us in this book, who was even not there, is simply not true, and it's not correct. So I think in a way my book will correct this view as well.
Okay. You've also been known as a promoter of chess. I think you were also involved with the tournament in Dortmund. How important is this candidates tournament for chess in Germany?
Yeah, I also organized a candidates tournament. It was 2002. Leko won, another client of mine.
That wasn't Germany.
Yeah, and thereafter the World Championship match in Brissago and the match between Anand and Kramnik in Bonn. So we did a lot also outside of Dortmund. An event, a candidates tournament, is very, very important for any country. The only problem is that the Germans do not see any German player here. This has a reason, they are not strong enough. But for Germany it would be better if chess would be developed a little bit in that area as well.
Yeah, but still, I see like a lot of spectators who come from all over Germany just for this event. So in some way it really lives.
No, Germany has a chess tradition, a big chess tradition, and people love to read books and to travel to chess events and to follow these big guys. This is not our problem. But to have a real breakthrough, so that Moscow or Argonne is, we are depending on presence like this. But if we should build our own commercial system in chess up to a very high level, we would need a top player, not necessarily somebody like Magnus, but somebody who can compete in such an event, and we do not have. That's a big problem.
Vladimir has his peaks and his downs this tournament. What is your prediction for the next 4 or 5 rounds?
Who can predict Vladimir these days? Sometimes I think he cannot predict himself. He's playing in accordance with his emotions, and I hope he brings it to a decent end. Decent end, it means that he sticks to his style and to what he likes to do. Of course, he cannot win it anymore, but we can maybe see another dramatic game up to the end. Yeah.
Okay. And where can we find your book? Because it's published now in Germany, in German, and it will come out in English at some point.
Yes. I think the rights were already sold to Great Britain, to Glasgow, and to Quality Chess, as well as to NBN, which is a big distributor in the United States. So I hope in summer somewhere it will be published as well, because I think it's the first real biography about Vladimir, and he contributed much. He was analyzing his most important games. He provided some photos, some private photos which nobody saw before. So I think for chess lovers which want to learn something about the person and the chess player Kramnik, it should be a good deal.
Okay, well, thanks for your time, and good luck with the book.